everybody, it's Sarah and today is the 1st of August, which means it is the beginning of Vlogust, where I endeavour to upload at least one video every day up until the 24th. The reason I say that is because on the 25th I'm going away for a couple of days and I don't think I'll be able to actually vlog. Well, I'll vlog, but I won't be able to actually upload the videos. So what I might do is make a couple of videos in advance and schedule them for when I'm away. Kind of have to figure out how to do that. Please let me apologise first for not really uploading over the last couple of weeks. There wasn't really much going on, so I apologise for that. Today, the 1st of August, not much happened. I watched Wet Hot American Summer, the TV show, which was so in 2001, Wet Hot American Summer was made. I love it. It's a brilliant film. I love it. It's on Netflix right now, if you've got Netflix. And the maker of it, David Wayne, always wanted to do a sequel. So about 5 years ago, he said, wouldn't it be funny if we did a sequel, but it was a prequel, so it was set at the beginning of summer, because Wet Hot American Summer is about a summer camp and it's based on the very last day. So he said, wouldn't it be funny if we did one based on the very first day, but they were all 10 years older. So eventually they got it made, but instead of making a film, they decided to make a TV show, and it's made by Netflix, and it's on Netflix at the moment. It's called The Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp, and if you like Wet Hot American Summer, then yes, you will enjoy the TV show, but they're not exclusive. You can watch one and not watch the other, and it'll still make sense. I cannot believe how different some of the characters look, and yet how ridiculously the same some of them look. I knew, like, Paul Rudd is in it, right? Paul Rudd hasn't aged an ounce since I first saw him in Clueless in 1995. Yet you have other people and they've aged ridiculously. So yeah, you should watch it. It's really funny. You should definitely watch it. So that's what I did today. I watched that. It's 8 episodes. They're each about 20 something minutes, maybe half an hour long. So it's not that much to really watch. Yesterday, me, Mum and Dad went to Cove. I didn't bring a camera with me. I probably should have, but while we were there, we went into... Okay, so if you go to Cove is fairly straightforward once you get into it. So if you go to Cove and you drive along the street, there's a Centra, and right next to the Centra there's a coffee shop called Coffee Cove. So the Coffee Cove is a coffee shop that my cousin runs, and you should go in there because the food is delicious. It's sandwiches and bagels and soups and things, and there's also lovely treats like eclairs and scones and stuff. And the coffee, I had a caramel latte and it was absolutely delicious. So if you're in Cove, head on into the Coffee Cove because it was the nicest place. Up the road from that, down the road from that, towards the train station, there's an art centre called the Ceres Art Centre, and they had an exhibition on where local people gave in old photos belonging to their family. So my cousin Dominic gave in some photos that my grandmother took, and they are up down there at the moment. That exhibition is ending on the 9th of August, so that was really good. It was really nice to see my nanny's photos up. So because like I love photography, and I think the real reason that I love photography so much is because my grandmother was into photography, and when I was small my father would have always spoke about that. It's also one of the reasons that I think I like baking and cooking so much, is because she loved baking and cooking so much. I look like her more than any of my other cousins, and I'm the youngest, and I look like her more than anyone in the family apparently. So yeah. What else? I don't really have much to say except that this is Vlogust. I will need ideas of what to do. So if you have an idea of something that I should do, please let me know. Snap me, Facebook me, tweet me, let me know in the comment section below. Just, let me know if there's a video that you'd like to see. I will be doing a Bluetooth vlog video which Gemma asked me to do. Speaking of Gemma, I want to just give her a quick shout out. She's heading off to Australia on the 3rd, and I hope that she has a great time over there. Keep on snapping and let me know how you're getting on, because it will be great. I have a couple of clips that I made over the last couple of weeks that I will put into this, so I think I'll put them at the end of this video. Before I go, I know I have something to say, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah. I'm pretty useless. Amy got her dog. I think I mentioned this in one of the clips that I'm going to put at the end. So Amy got her dog. She's lovely, Penny, and she's very nice. So I'm going to watch the Wet Hot American film. So it's Wet Hot American Summer, the film, because even though I watched it like 2 days ago in preparation for the series coming out, because I love the film, I've seen it loads of times. I'd say I've seen it about 50 times. But in preparation of the television programme, I decided obviously to rewatch it. And now that I've watched the television programme, I decided I'm going to rewatch this again. And then I'll probably rewatch the television programme. Because when you binge watch something, it's kind of hard to retain some of what happened. There's some really funny bits that, no, seriously, you should watch it. Everybody should watch it. It's brilliant. Finally, I promise that I will try and vlog every single day. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm winging it right now. I promise that I will try and vlog every single day. Oh, I got a new telephone cover, a new mobile phone cover. This is it. Isn't it pretty? It's Beauty and the Beast after he transforms back into a man, and it's a stained glass version of it. Isn't it lovely? Yeah, I like it. That's it for me. Please continue watching this video if you want to see the couple of things that I did over the last couple of weeks. Finally, I know what it was. I kept saying finally because I couldn't remember. Yesterday, one of the world's greatest wrestlers of all time died. That's Roddy Piper, the one and only Roddy Piper, the Hot Rod, whatever you want to call him. He was the greatest bad guy. He was probably the best wrestler in WWE history never to have won the heavyweight championship. He joined as it was WWF in 1984. At the time when he joined, he was the bad guy. He went into WrestleMania 1. He fought in WrestleMania 1. Himself and Cowboy Bob Orton were against Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. We're not going to mention him though. We'll say nothing about that. But he passed away, and it's very sad. He obviously became well known due to his feud with Hulk Hogan, and then on from that due to his segment The Piper's Pit, which was at the time one of the most forward thinking things of its time. There was never kind of that kind of an element in a wrestling show. If anybody has the WWE Network, I encourage you to go and watch Legends House if you haven't already watched it, because he was in it. He shared a room with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and it's one of the funniest things that you'll ever see. He, in 2006, was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I remember, I'll never forget when he came out on Raw and he said that he'd beaten cancer. It was probably like, Roddy Piper had cancer, because it wasn't really well known, especially not when the internet wasn't as big as it is now. And then yesterday he passed away of cardiac arrest, so it's quite sad. It was really sudden because he was only 61. His daughter actually tweeted that she had been to lunch with him that day, and he died pretty soon after that. So it's nice that she has her final memory of having lunch with him and being happy in that. When I read it last night, I was literally sitting in my bed bawling my eyes out. And then I went to sleep crying, and then I woke up and I started reading tributes and I started crying again. So it is quite upsetting. There isn't much you can say. Anyone that's a wrestling fan that knows him has the same thing to say. He was one of the all-time greats. There was nothing about him that you would say, you know what, no, he was one of the all-time greats. When you loved him, and when you hated him, you loved to hate him. He was just one of the all-time greats. So I just wanted to end on that. If you continue watching this, I promise it's not going to be depressing. It's a fun vlog, so please continue watching. This is the end of Vlogmas. Vlogust day 1. Bye. Come on.